don't know if this was a good idea or not, to be honest with you. Hello everyone! Happy Manga Monday and welcome back, or if you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Zoe and this is my channel, Ms. Manga, where I talk a lot about manga, or I incorporate it somehow into the video like today. Yeah, so if that at all appeals to you, please consider subscribing. The new goal for the channel is to make it to the 1,000 mark, and yeah, I appreciate any one of you lovely people out there who subscribe and get us one step closer to that goal. And yeah, so today's a little different. I'm gonna start out by talking about the manga that I got this recipe from, and then I'm going to be attempting to cook it. I'm gonna be doing my best to replicate it. I don't know if this was a good idea or not, to be honest with you. If you do like this concept, if you do, enjoy watching this very unskilled person try to cook a food that she has never before attempted in her life, that she found in a manga, then please hit the like button so we can maybe make this a weird series on here of manga eats, where I find food recipes in manga or anime cookbooks or what have you. And if you have a particular recipe that you would love to see on here, please drop it below, put the manga or anime that it's from, or where I can find the recipe. I did, in full disclosure, and I'll be putting both my kind of recipe from the manga and from this website that I found below, and also a link to the website, because there were a few details that I didn't feel the manga fully gave. So I wanted to cross-check things, kind of just more looked at it for the different techniques and the different little details that it provided. But yeah, I mean, honestly would recommend you just make it off of an actual recipe than doing it my way. But I think it would be fun either way, and I had fun doing it this weird way that I chose to do it. So today's recipe is Japanese dumplings, as it is described in the manga, or also known as oyaki. So there's a lot of different fillings you can put in oyaki. I'm just putting pumpkin, which I keep forgetting the Japanese type of pumpkin. Every time I should be saying it, I'll just put it up here. But yeah, so the official website does two different types, eggplant and pumpkin. And yeah, so I just was kind of cross-referencing the manga recipe and the official, actual person that cooks, with the real intention of other people replicating it. All right, so next, moving on to talking about the manga that inspired this recipe, where I found this recipe in, and that is Giant Spider and Me, a post-apocalyptic tale. This is a short 3-volume series, and like I mentioned in last week's late fall cozy read recommendations video, I would have included it in that one, but I already had this plan in place for it, so I figured I would just highlight it here instead of doing it twice. And this is featuring a girl and a friendly giant spider, as the title suggests, and it's all just about them, kind of their unlikely friendship and the delicious foods that they eat along the way. And it's just, yeah, it's very cozy. As someone commented last week about what they read during the fall season, they said light fantasy and things surrounding food. They might have mentioned Delicious in Dungeon, but I think it definitely also fits this title here. It is a little bit of fantasy, obviously. We have a giant moss-like spider creature in this post-apocalyptic world, and it has a lot to do with food. So I'm just going to read the summary for you here. And that is that a young girl named Nagi and a giant spider make an unusual pair in this post-apocalyptic story. But living in the mountains is lonely, and they've managed to find each other. Join them in their strangely sweet domestic bliss as they spend their days sharing tea and throwing picnics, proving that love and delicious food can bring together even the most unlikely of friends. So yeah, it is just a wholesome slice of life surrounding food mostly. And you know, it's got a little bit of that post-apocalyptic background that seeps into the experiences and their day-to-day, you know, struggles or, you know, what have you. But yeah, this is where I found the pumpkin dumpling recipe that I will be replicating or trying to replicate in this video, and I hope you enjoyed that. I filmed the actual cooking part beforehand, so let's just send it back to past me and get this show on the road. Hello and welcome to my kitchen for this special Let's Cook Manga Eats. Welcome to the Ms. Manga Cooking Show. So yeah, we are going to be making pumpkin dumplings, otherwise known as Oyaki. And yeah, so I might have messed up the first time. I could do this and be like, you know, first time I did great, but yeah, no, I tried it and it failed. It was the wrong amounts of flour to water, so you know, mistakes happen in the kitchen, especially when you suck at cooking. So we're gonna try again. It's gonna be great. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients ready for the first step, and we are praying that we at least get through the first step. For the dough, you have 200 grams of flour. I don't have a fancy scale, which is why I messed up on the measurements. I Googled 200 grams to ounces, and it gave me way less. You have to Google, if you Google 200 grams of flour, 200 grams of flour to cups. So it gives you a better equation, like a pinch of salt, but I of course accidentally added a bit more. So, and then we have our warm water. The official recipe said boiling. This one said warm, so I just heated it in my kettle, and you can see it's steaming. So yeah, we're gonna try and slowly add some water in as we stir it with some chopsticks. And once the flour is mostly wet, then we hand knead it on a slightly floured surface. So here's, I'm so nervous. Until it is smooth, like the texture of an earlobe, which I found very interesting. That's like a Japanese way of expressing how smooth and stuff it is. So that's pretty cool. It is not sticking in a gloop. Do you see that? It is like an actual dough. It's a little sticky, like they said, but not like, you know, you saw. Yeah, this is way better. Oh my god, guys, it's actually like, it's a dough. Oh my god. And I'm gonna put it in the bowl and put some plastic wrap on that shiz and let it sit for 30 minutes. It's a dough, guys. Ah, you got me. I am really, it's actually a freaking dough. So we're gonna round it out. Look at that little baby. Look at that little dough baby. Oh my god, I'm so proud of this. So proud. This is my son. Okay. Second step is the filling. Yeah, that's the word, filling. So I got this. Do I know if it is at all ripe? So we have to cut this first. Chop the pumpkin into chunks, peel the skin, and then cut them into smaller pieces before steaming until tender. So So yeah. Ta-da! Took so long. I was so nervous, I didn't even turn my ring light on, so sorry about that. Hopefully it was bright enough. So I got my ingredients to go into the pumpkins, which I think are soft enough. You just got to transfer them over to a saucepan on low heat and add these ingredients, and we're good. This is what it's looking like now. So I just have to stir the filling frequently. I'm hoping that it kind of like isn't as soupy. Not sure why it's so soupy, but you know, because then it would leak out. But you know, we're hoping for the best. I can just drain the sauce out, I guess, if need be. So, okay, the 20 minutes are almost up, and this is the consistency. Oh, I think it's good. Like a first time actually getting to this step anyway. So yeah, I'm happy because it looks like it won't glop through the dough. But do I know for sure? No, I have no idea. Okay, my dough has been sitting for over 30 minutes, that's for sure. So I'm going to take it out and make a log, cut it in 8 pieces, and then be putting the filling inside those pieces. Yeah. That's like a good size. This is the fun part of this. I want it to be nice and full. This is the fun part. Now I gotta do this. See, this is the part I thought that I would definitely fuck up. So you get all the sides together, make sure maybe I put too much filling in because it's dripping. And the first one is a failure. The first one is a failure. Okay. I'm supposed to pinch the sides, but the sides don't want to pinch, so, you know, it is what it is at this point, I guess. This one won't be very good. And then you're supposed to twist on a floured surface. Don't lift it up. It looks okay. Let's try it again. Oh, let's try. Okay. Was that any less? I don't know. It's like, how do you get all the edges to come up at once? That is my question. Oh, just don't want to come up. You know, they made it look so easy. To me, pinch all the little bits together. Hey, it's like clothes not oozing out. That's something, right? Okay, so, Okay, we got it. Don't worry about it. So I'm gonna, on the floured part, going to lightly twist a few times. Okay, so twisting a few times. Oh, see, like it's a little bit flattened. So here's the little babies. This one got a little bit of transfer from that one on the bottom when I started making it. So that's not really seeping through, but you can see this one is definitely seeping through. But this is the last one I made, and honestly, I think oh, look at those fingers. I honestly think it came out so good. This is my son. This one right here. Maybe that one too. I'll claim you guys in the back row. Front row? No, not so much. Now we just have to try and fry them. Okay, I moved you so you can see the frying action, you know, hopefully. This is the sesame oil. So heat frying pan and grease it with a little sesame oil was in the other one. So I don't know how much, but I'm just going to grease. Okay, I think it's warm enough. It's radiating heat to here, so I'm gonna try it. I'm like also just like so impatient. Just slops down. So I'm gonna try and do 5 now. Okay, it is almost time to flip them. I'm ready. I have a spatula. I might just use my hands. I don't know. Okay. Got it. Ooh, actually did good. Okay, it's almost ready. It's almost time to flip them one more time. It doesn't say to put the lid back on again, so I'm gonna keep it off. So I'm flipping them, adding the water, cranking the heat to high, and then once all the water evaporates, the dumplings gotta be taken off. Sizzling. Is that a good thing or not? I don't know. Maybe my heat's too high. Stress. So much stress. Okay. Woo, steam, baby. Okay. So, whoop, come on. There we go. A little bit more cooked on that side, which I'm okay with though, because I have to do this. So let's do this. Add the water. Crank it to hot. This is crazy. They're very hard. They're probably too hard. I probably cooked them too much on this side. The sides are good, I think. From what I remember, they're softer, so that's good. There's freaking hair in there. My nasty ass hair. Good thing this is just for me and my family. I'm not making this for anybody else. That's how they look. Okay, so the pan is already hot, so I'm going to just put it back on. And 7 minutes. Here are the finished ones. This is my makeshift wire rack. At least it has air slits, but yeah, so they're still pretty warm, but they're sealed and they look pretty decent. Not quite as flat as I remember, but yeah, just that one was the one that the you could see that the pumpkin was trying to break free, and I got a little bit of a bubble in there, but not bad, not bad. So that's my first batch. There's the cross section. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Oh. So mom's gonna try and I'm gonna try the first batch. I'm filming myself. Don't worry about it. Much more hard on the outside than it was when I had it, but I think it's good.
Very good.
Tasty. But yeah, chewy. Shouldn't be chewy. It should be a little softer. Okay, so we're flipping one last time. I'm thinking because they were a little hard that I've just cooked them a little too long, or a little too high, I mean. So, yeah. Overall, they were good. They just were the wrong texture. They were a little too hard. When I ate them, I know that they're supposed to be softer, but my mom, who didn't have them, was like, "Whoa, yeah, these are good." So it's just probably should be more on a low setting. Like maybe I should like crank it up to 5 to heat it and then turn it to low to not like overcook it, because these are quite hard as well. So I know I did fuck up on the texture a bit of the dough, the outside too crunchy. But hey babes, you want to see what's going on? Oh yeah. What's going on? What's cooking? No, don't touch it. It's hot. You're so cute. You can't, I don't think you'd like it. It's pumpkin. I don't even know if cats eat pumpkin. But, yeah, the sides are definitely softer than the outsides. I think if I tried again, I would do it at like a 1 or 2 after heating the pan higher. I'd like turn it down to lower. But you know, it's a learning process. So I love that sizzle though. I love this part of it. It's like I did it all and then it's just turn it, do that, turn it. Like it's very hands off at this stage, which I appreciate. I think I'm also going to not quite wait for it to evaporate as much as I did the last time. So that maybe they stay a bit more soft on the sides at least. So that looks good. It's mostly evaporated, so yay, second batch. I will say the sesame oil smells amazing. So there's the second batch. They are definitely less brown, so they're crispy still, but they're a little yellowed, and this one's got a little brown and that one does. But these ones, look at these ones. Like this is, but it's softer. Like you can like actually poke through it. Oh, ow, hot, very hot. And the sesame oil is very oily. But yeah, I'm like so happy with these little babies. They're so cute. I'm proud of myself for trying, and maybe now you'll feel confident enough to try your hand at making oyaki. Because it was stressful, but it was fun and quite yummy snack. So yeah, they turned out, you know, it could have been worse. And the first try, it was worse. So I was pretty proud of myself and happy with how they turned out. Were they as good as the ones I had in Japan? Hell no. But for my first try, I was pleasantly surprised by how tasty they were. And yeah, so maybe this will inspire you to, you know, branch out of your comfort zones when it comes to cooking or something completely different, and know that, you know, even if we fail miserably, we could probably do it if we just try. Like, it's, yeah. I just hope you had fun with it, and you know, even though I was a little stressed throughout, a little bit more swearing perhaps than usual, I really did have a fun time with it. I think it really did help that I was talking to you guys throughout, because I was like not just all in my head. I was just trying to like show what I was doing and explain what I was doing as I went. And it kind of took some of the anxiety and the pressure away. And I just felt like, yeah, if I mess up, like, that's okay. Maybe it'll make somebody laugh. And so thinking of it that way really did make this experience easier for me. And I really liked it. So overall, I would definitely do this again, I think. I think if this video gets enough likes and enough, you know, engagement, agreeing that they enjoy this type of thing, I would love to turn this into a little series, like I mentioned in the beginning. So definitely comment below if you have an idea of a recipe for me to use, or a manga series / anime cookbook to get a recipe out of. And yeah, if you want to see me persevere in the kitchen again. Didn't say fail. I'm trying to be more positive. And since this is the Monday before Thanksgiving, if you live in America like me and observe the holiday, I hope you have a happy turkey day. I plan to eat a lot of food and sit around, and that's a good time to me. Maybe do a little online shopping on Black Friday. I don't go out in the crowds. People scare me. But yeah, drop below what your plans for the holiday weekend are, and I will put here, because by the time I edit this video, I'll know for sure. But I do want to do a first volume reads, maybe Black Friday, maybe this coming Friday or Saturday. So I'll put below when exactly it's dropping, but a little video on some of the first volume reads that I've been reading the last 2 to 3 months, because I haven't made a first volume reads in a while. I mean, I did feature a few newer or ongoing series in my Halloween video, but I had so many more that I've read through, and I'd love to share some of them this coming week, and then next Monday look forward to experiencing my thoughts on the rest of them. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching this video. And until next time, bye!